What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. I've noticed that especially for the last few weeks, the videos I've had on this channel have mainly been geared toward interviews. From answering certain tough questions on the big day, to how to prepare, and everything in between. So today, I want to go back to how this channel started and cover the first topic that I shared with you guys in a little bit more depth. So today, I'll be getting back into formatting your resume, what to write and what not to write, and share some secrets that many large companies have been using recently. So be sure to stick around till the end to get the most out of this video. Before getting started though, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help out the channel, and let me know what else you'd like to see. With that being said, let's just get into it. So as we've covered in the past, resumes serve as the gateway ticket that will either let you in for your interview or be an automatic rejection. Since nobody likes to get rejected, I'm assuming, I'm going to show you what it takes to be a standout candidate for any profession you'll be applying for. Again, remember that I've made another in-depth video where I cover the basics of writing a resume by talking about the different sections and what to write, so I'd highly recommend either watching that video first before getting into this one, or watching it after this. Today's video is going to mainly cover more technicalities when it comes to formatting your resume and how to properly portray a message that will have recruiters wanting to know more about you. As I mentioned in my other video, recruitment is becoming more competitive regardless of the profession. There are so many factors that go into getting a job these days, like networking, attending company events, and getting referrals, that sending out a plain resume may just not cut it. You'll need to go above and beyond, but by having a perfect resume that looks good and shares quality content is always a plus. Normally, a common question and worry many have is, what if I have too much information and not enough space to share it all? That's a great question, and one that can be easily fixed if you follow the advice I'm going to be sharing with you right now. Firstly, I'll need you to ask yourself, while you do have a ton of experiences and information, is it all necessary and applicable to that position? If your answer is no, then consider getting rid of some of those points or framing others that you think need to blend more with what the company is looking for. If you're unsure of what the company wants, visit their website and see their requirements or their preferred skills. But if your answer to that question is yes, then the best thing you need to do is scan your resume and prioritize your more important and applicable information. You want to be as up-to-date as possible and share experiences that are still relevant and not outdated. I'd recommend having information that is recent because you can speak more from them and draw stories and takeaways during your interview when you're being asked them. But now, let's say you've done all this and you have that one last line or two that you truly need to incorporate into your resume. Then don't worry, because Ryan's got you covered. A couple things you can fix is your formatting. But fair warning, be sure to be responsible and double check to make sure you're still able to print or electronically send your resume without it being thrown off. Technology can sometimes be our best friend and worst enemy. First, check to see your margins. Do you have standard margins, or are they larger or smaller? If they're standard, consider cutting back to 1-inch margins to have more space for writing. That way, your information gets pushed up a bit so you won't have to worry about those 1 or 2 lines anymore. Another thing you should do is to double check to see if your bullets are 1 line each. You usually don't want bullets to exceed 1 line and be 1.5 lines because then you'll have a bit of dead space that should be used for another bullet. You don't want to be wasteful, especially when you only have 1 page to share yourself with others for the first time. If you've done all this, consider shrinking the font. But again, be careful. You don't want to go anywhere below size 10 font, and you don't want the content of your resume to be greater than size 12. Keep in mind, your section headers and where you write your name can be different sizes, but use your judgment to see whether or not it makes sense. After doing all this, you want to make sure your resume has style and a bit of eye candy. You want it to catch the recruiter's attention when they're scanning through hundreds or thousands of resumes, so you'll need to make sure your resume pops. Bold wherever necessary, italicize, manage the spacing. If you'd like to learn more about this, then be sure to visit my website ryanralphie.com and check out the templates that I have prepared ready for you guys. But also, feel free to schedule an appointment where I can go over your resume and provide edits. Many others out there provide resume reviews, but if you're looking for someone to make changes that will change the overall trajectory of your recruitment process, then be sure to check out my website to chat more. As a little bonus tip, if you've made it this far, I'd encourage having multiple resumes. Having one resume that lists all your skills and experiences, and others that take examples from this one and share experiences relating to that profession. This way, you don't lose information because of that 1-page limit and have other examples that can be shared whenever necessary. Let your generalized resume run as long as it needs to because it won't be something you'll be sharing with another company at all, and let it serve as a bank where you can take out whatever you need whenever you need it. So as a recap, there are a couple ways to format your resume to ensure you're able to share all the information recruiters are wanting to see. Consider the spacing, margins, and fonts to play a big role in how you share your information. Remember to then go over your resume and see if it looks balanced and attractive at a first glance. We oftentimes get caught up within the details that we miss the big picture, so I'd encourage proofreading your resume later and not in one sitting. With that being said, if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments below if there's anything else that I forgot to mention and you'd like me to add in another resume video. If you'd like more one-on-one guidance when it comes to writing your resume or providing edits, be sure to visit my website ryanrafi.com and use the promo codes in my bio below for my services and products. On my website, I have products that would also help, like email templates, cover letter templates, and so much more, so be sure to check those out as well. As always, thanks. Until next time.